Hello, everyone. For the luckiest of you this morning, I've had the opportunity to already give a talk and share a little bit about my life. And I was telling this morning is that when I was a student, I needed money, a lot of cash, very fast. So what I did is actually found a job in restaurant and shops. Why? Because this sector allows you to have job fast and it pays quite well. The system that we used at the time was a system where I knew exactly when I started, but I never knew exactly when my shift would be over. The idea is, the longer I work, the more money I get. So I found the trick. In order to become very useful in the team, I had to understand how did the POS work at the time. It was an old system, not very reliable. Sometimes it works, sometimes not. But at the end of the day, when trying to close the session, we were meeting a lot of problems. Problem with payment method, problem with order that has not been validated, etc., etc. So what I did, I just tried to master the subject in order for me to stay as long as possible and to fix things. My name is Mohammed, and I'm the product owner of Point of Sale. I invite you guys to scan this QR code. This one will be redirecting you to a pad, and this one will allow you to share a question, to send your question, feedback, and comments. Sorry, guys, my screen is there. But it's fine. I'll give you a quick minute. All right. So, the agenda today. I will start with a quick introduction. Then I will talk about the new POS application. Then we move forward with barcode lookup, sell event tickets in POS. Then a quick comparison with all the improvements that have been done in V18. And I will finish with a point of integrations. So, let's start it. This year, the main focus was to redefine efficiency. Why? Because a POS has to be steady, strong, and reliable. The idea is you have to be able to check out simple transaction or to cover maybe other more complex flow with the discounts, etc., etc. Today, I will invite you to reimagine what it is to have a good POS with Odoo. To redefine efficiency, you have to focus on three aspects: the simplicity of use, minimizing the settings, and the field experience. This year, we've developed, we spent a lot of time trying to get as much field experience as possible. This allowed us to gather a maximum of feedbacks. This one helped us to build the products we are delivering today and that we hope will at least be useful in your businesses, guys. So, first thing first, the famous application. What is it actually? A PWA is an application that you can download from your browser, since Odoo runs on a browser. I will not go into too much detail into it. I will just show you how it works. So here, first thing, I will open my cash register. I will unlock it. I am the administrator, Mitchell admin. I put a PIN. So I'll just put my PIN, like this. And now I'm in my POS. As you can see, I'm identified as Mitchell admin. In the navbar, I have this new button, Install Application. If I click on it, it leads me to this page. This page allows me to customize the name of the shop. Let's say I want to call it Mohammed Shop. Like this. If I save it now, and I install it, it will just install this window. This window is just your POS. You may wonder, why did we do it? In the end, I'm just downloading a web page. This allows for customers that run on tablets to have this feeling of having an application that you run every morning. This application, since you land on a splash page that asks you for your PIN, it makes the basic user right not have access to the backend, which resolves a huge concern people have raised in the past. This window allows you to do everything you can do in Odoo. It's just a web page, but you have an icon like this. If I go there, you will see the icon is available here. And when you click on it, just like a random app, it's totally useful. I will just close it and get back to my shop. So, the second point is barcode lookup. Maybe some of you may have already heard about it, but what is barcode lookup? Nothing too fancy, actually. It's just a database that gathers all the barcodes available in Europe or more. This database allows us at Odoo to go and fetch the data there and to create product instantly. What I'm going to do now is something a little bit crazy. I will start to do a live demo with it. So if it doesn't work, Please, guys, forgive me. I will just open my camera now. I've already have a barcode, actually. If I try to scan it, like this, amazing. That's exactly what I wanted. What is it? Actually, what had happened, Odoo was looking for the barcode. He couldn't find it in the database because the project doesn't exist yet. So what does he do next? He just go on barcode lookup and ask barcode lookup, do you know about this product? If yes, barcode lookup gave us all the information we need. And then he just filled the product name information, the barcode, the price, the tax, and the POS category. Of course, every information is editable. And as you may have seen this morning in the keynote, I love the money, so I will put, let's me, an extra price on it. Just like this, 50 euro. And I will save it, actually. Now this product exists in my database. If I scan again, this product will be just like the other one. I can just sell it directly to my customers. And this product exists in the backend, so available for any modification. But why did we have the need of adding this? A use case is you guys, as sellers, you receive a lot of stocks all the time. Maybe every week you receive like big boxes, and all weeks you have new products in stock. Instead of having to take one manually and to fill a product form manually, that takes a lot of time, you can now just scan it. Odoo will try to fetch as much information as possible to make sure that your product is created in a few seconds. So we make sure that you're going to save a lot of time. Other point is sell event tickets in POS. As you may have seen this morning, we all received these kind of badges. These badges have been printed because this year we've integrated the possibility to sell tickets with POS. If you didn't have your registration barcode already, you went at the welcome desk and the guy was just printing for you the information. But how does it work? It's simple. Event is just a product. So what I'm going to do is just create a product. Odoo experience, it's an event, it's interesting. I put like 35K attendees maximum. And now I have these tickets that are products. And I can just set a price, create tickets, or whatever. So I have the event registration normal and the VIP one. You can set up whatever price you want. Something interesting also is that you can set up communication. Here, for instance, you have the basic one, name, email, and phone. And something that really interests me is to know if people do like cats. So I just ask them, when they come at the cashier, do you like cats, yes or no? What does it look like, actually, in Odoo? If I go back in my POS, I go in the event category. I have this product. So you have people coming, and they want to buy this product, for instance. You can just add one, confirm, and we have the questions. So my name is Mohammed. Great. I'm going to put this. No. And the last one is not mandatory. And then, do you like cats? No, of course I don't. So then I can just confirm it. I know the ticket is sold. What is going to happen now? So we'll go to payments. You click on payments, you validate it. You click on card or whatever. While it's loading, because as you can see it's loading, we are already sending the emails to the attendees. So while it was validating, attendees already received an email with all the information about the event. Now what I can do is print receipts normally, and I can also print the full badge ticket and the small badge, like something that looks like this one. You can do it directly from POS. All right, now quick comparison of all the improvements that have been made from 17. The first thing is the backend views. We brought them in the front end. That may seem a little bit fancy as word. What does that mean to have the backend views? Well, it means having the best of what Odoo can offer in the backend, but within POS. What does it look like? For customers, for instance. Let's say I want to sell a ticket, whatever product, to a customer. I can add it. Let's say Addison Son, she modified her email address, her name, or whatever. You can just click on there, edit details. And the form that you're seeing now is the form that is used in the backend, which means that if I update something on it now, it's going to be automatically updated in the backend at the same time. So we have far more details now available. What I mean by that is that now we have all the information that are standardly available in POS, in Odoo, sorry. So you can just select Abigail Addison Son. We have also a use for the quotation that we brought, actually. I don't have the sales app, so I won't show it. And then you have the order details. What is it? Now, with the order I sold, if I go here on the order screen, I find these ones. I have the ability to see the details. The details is also everything you will find in the backend, all the other details. And I will show you later a new feature that has been integrated with this view. So, catch up. Another improvement that has been made came from Fabien. As you may know, Fabien goes and comes back from India. And something interesting you have seen is that in shop, well, this is chaos. What I mean by that is you have the cashier trying to just scan the item from that guy, and then it's time to pay, but the guy forgot his wallet in his car, or he needs time to find some cash. What do you do at this moment? You wait. You have to wait for the guy to be finished. Then you can check out the other one. Now with Odoo, what we've done, we've integrated the floating order. It looks like tabs. I'm going to show you. But it means that you can have multiple tabs open at the same time and to do multiple action at the same time. Let me give you a look what it is. So here I have the order 201, for instance. Let's say we go to payment. The person tells me I would like to pay by cash, but this person needs to find her wallet. Instead of waiting, what I can do is just tell the guy next to the person, OK, just come. I can already scan your items and do this and this. Go to payment, go to card, validate this person one, and the 201, when it's ready, it's still available, awaiting for the person confirmation. If you have anything integrated as payment terminals, the request sent to the server to wait for the answer, like is the payment validated or not, is still loading. So even if you change tab, no worries, everything is still working fully. Another thing we brought up in the front end comes also with barcode lookup. But in the beginning, it was not intended to do it like this. In the beginning, we just wanted to have this create product. These create products allow you to fill all these kind of fields, picture, name, barcode, price, etc. The thing is, now as you can see, if I put a product test like this, you can put whatever data you want. If I don't put a POS category, this product will not be available in my POS. Why? Because we do not want to pollute this interface. It works the same with website. If we have website installed, you will have another field below POS categories with website categories. And if you put the categories, your product is automatically published online instantly at this moment. So pay attention at this. Next point, selling gift card. As I told you earlier, the point was to minimize the setting. In the past, we've seen that you had the option to scan existing gift card or to create one. But in the end, it led to a little bit of confusion according to what we saw on the field. What we did, we made something simpler. If you want to sell gift card now, what you can do, you just look for gift. Where is my, like this. And now I have this gift card in my cart. But now I want to modify it. What I can do is just write down, like this, Mohammed test. This is the name of the gift card. I can enter whatever amount I want, let's say 100. By default, they have an expiration date of 1 year, just like it used to be in the past. But I can still change it to whatever date I want. Once I sell it, the gift card is directly available in my backend, which means that the guy who just bought it comes 5 minutes later, it's already ready to use. It just goes as easy as this. You can add the balance and validate the payment. Just like this, straightforward. The next point is client self-invoicing. This feature existed, but we added the URL also to access this page. For the people that do not know what it is actually, you have a lot of customers coming to the store, some of them B2C, B2B, some of them professionals need an invoice, but sometimes you forget to ask for the invoice. What do you have to do? You have to come back to the store, ask the cashier to find your order, and then to ask him to print it again. What we provide now is on the receipt a QR code and an URL that will allow the client to directly access a portal to retrieve his information. What does it look like? The client, after scanning the QR code, will reach this page. Actually, he will just have to fill the ticket number, the date, and the unique code that is available here on the ticket. Yeah, it's a little bit small. Once it's done, the client can directly print his own invoice. And in Odoo, everything is synchronized. You will see the order as invoiced. as if you did it your own, but in this case, the guy did it by his own. So nothing to do. Well, that's weird. Something I want to show you also is that everyone deserves a second chance. And I think that's my favorite feature. Because in the end, it didn't take us that much for development, but we needed to hear it from the field. People telling us that POS is not usable enough because it doesn't answer all the requirements. And this was a huge requirement. What does that mean, actually? It means that if you have a guy coming at the store and telling you, OK, I'm going to buy this, whatever, and then go to payments, and the guy says, I'm going to pay by cash, you go fast because you haven't any terminal connected directly to Odoo, which means you can do the mistake of clicking cash and validating. But the guy says, oh, I don't have cash, I'm going to pay by card. What do you do at this moment? In the past, you were kind of stuck. You had to put a journal entry to correct the mistake. What we propose you today is only for administrator to have access to this, edit payment. And as I said, this is the real use of a backend view. This is where the added value is, because now I have all the details. I can just put whatever customer, go here to payment tab, and modify it. If the client pay by card, I can put card. If I save and close, on the ticket, as you can see, the payment method has been updated. And I think this feature is a real game changer, and I hope a lot of you will enjoy it. In terms of integration, last point, we have the WhatsApp, Avatax, and Razorpay. I will start with WhatsApp. So WhatsApp is now available in POS. It can allow you to do different stuff, just like sending a receipt, for instance. Something basic, just like sending an SMS. But we went one step further. The step further is you have customers that tend to buy the same kind of products. For instance, if you sell books, some of them buy investment books, some of them buy entrepreneur books, action books, whatever. With Odoo, we can gather all these data and say, OK, this client tends to buy action books. He's very interested in that kind of subject. What can you do to target him for marketing? Well, from the backend, you can now send promotional messages on WhatsApp that are automatically generated through this integration. The second point is Avatax. That may not talk for all of you here, but I know that for our friend in the US, Brazil, and Canada, this will be a game changer also. And the last one is Razorpay. Also, this one is mainly for India, but as you may know now, we have Razorpay fully integrated in Odoo for online and payment terminals payment, which means that you can use it on website, kiosk, or POS. My name is Mohamed, and I hope you enjoy my talks. Thank you. Hello.
Hey, Mohammed. So we have a few questions. If it's possible to have approvals on discounts in POS?
Approvals and discounts?
Yes.
You would like, for instance, a basic user to have access to the discount?
Yeah, it's not specified. The question is not specified. It says...
What I would like to say then, to go a little bit further on this, because approvals can be a little bit tricky. Some people require it to be customized for some employee, other not. In the future, because this is something we're going to do, we're going to create a third level of user rights, all right? Just like a low one for a student, let's say, that can only validate simple checkouts and nothing else. No editing of the product, no discounts, no refund, nothing except just selling stuff. And I think this barrier will help you to add one more granularity point to the fact that now you only have administrator and basic rights. So I think it's going to help a lot.
OK, thank you. Yeah, the person specified it a bit. As an example, a region manager can approve additional discount.
No, at the moment, it's not possible to do it.
At the moment, it's not possible. Then there's a question, does the multiple tab option discount it directly from the stock?
Could you repeat?
Does the multiple tab option discount it directly from stock?
Why did it come from stock? I don't get the question. If you're talking about this floating order, it's just an order, a casual one. In restaurant, it's a little bit more specified because you have these tables and you have the order, but here in retail, it's just like opening several orders at the same time. And if you have the real-time inventory management, whatever you do, it will then automatically be updated in inventory.
OK, someone is asking how I redesign my Odoo receipts or if it's possible to do it.
No, customization for the receipt is not available. The only thing you can do actually is put a header and a footer, and only the picture will be changed, but that's something standard. We do not allow any customization on the receipt.
Okay, the next question is, does the barcode item fetcher work in Dubai, in the Dubai region?
I don't see why it wouldn't work in the Dubai region. Actually, barcode lookup is just a database. If any product is just put there and you have access to it, the product is available. It's just to help you configure your product very fast. For the SaaS version, it will be available for all the users with no problem. So you won't even have to connect any API key or anything complex. It's just going to work out of box. So for the Dubai users, let's give it a try. And if you don't find your products in this database, it just means that the products are not available in this database. That's all.
All right. The next question is, when will POS be connected with manufacturing for automated manufacturing orders?
This is not in our plan because at the moment we do not see any valuable reason to do so. But of course, in the future, if the business requires it, this is something we'll then tend to think about it. But at the moment, we have no plan about it.
All right. The next question is, did delivery connectors got integrated like Talaba?
No.
No. If you add a field with Studio on the customer's form, will it be available from POS?
Since we get only the backend view, yes. Everything that is modified on the backend appears in the frontend. Works the same with the mandatory fields or the required fields, or whatever fields you want. Anything you can do in the backend, you can now have it in the frontend.
Okay, someone is asking, is there any plan to add seat selection for events?
Seat selection?
Yeah, it's not very specified here, but that's the question someone
What is
asked.
seat selection?
Seat selection, like seating?
Oh, that's a good improvement that we could do in the future. At the moment, it's not available because this feature is quite young. What we expect now with the field experience that we try to be very active in our research, we hope that this kind of feedbacks will come a lot. And if there is a real need for it, of course, then why wouldn't we do it? But at the moment, we didn't thought about it.
Is it possible to track the employee using the POS?
Definitely. Something I didn't show you, but the thing is that now in Odoo, we track everything. What I mean by that is that if you go on the session itself, you can see who logged in and who logged off when. You can see who opened and who closed. You can see the cash movement. Let's say an employee did a cash move, cash in, cash out. We track it. And we go even further for the orders. If an employee ever modify an order, like delete an order line, this is something we now track in the backend. Administrator can, at the end of the day, have a full analysis of everything that has been done by a specific employee. I would go even further. If employee tend to manage cash, and you know that this employee has cash in his pocket because on a daily basis you just do like transaction, at the end of the day, we know how much this employee is supposed to have. So we track it to that level. Okay.
The next question is, how long can the floating orders wait, and is it possible to name the tabs?
It's just wait for the whole session, actually. The thing is that when you want to close a session in Odoo, you have to make sure that the orders, either they are paid, so done, either you cancel them. But as long as I don't touch it like this, it will just be open. But when I will have to close it, I will have to take a decision. Either I cancel it, either I validate it. And edition of name, we didn't put it in POS Retail. In POS Restaurant, this is available, since it has more value. But here in the case of retail, we need things to move very fast because we believe in multitasking in big industries. Therefore, we didn't thought about adding the edition of the name for POS Retail.
Okay. So what happens with floating orders when someone closes the POS sessions?
Just like a casual order. A floating order is just an order. In the past, that's exactly what we have. I think for the oldest of you, it comes from V14 or maybe before. There was a system of tabs that we just brought back because it was a really good idea. We just made it better. But in the end, when I want to close my session, if I try, close register, I can just do like this. And now it tells me, OK, you cannot close because you still have draft open. He's talking about the tree here, still open. Now I have the choice. Either I review them, delete them, or pay them. Either I just cancel the orders. And now they are all canceled.
OK, so...
And I would like just to add, now if you cancel something in POS for an order, it's all kept in database by the order stage. It's not deleted anymore. You will have a traceability for everything now.
OK, all right. So I have a few questions about like online payment in different countries. As an example, is it possible to have online payment by card in Africa?
Depends on what
Continent.
payment provider you're talking about.
The person doesn't
For
specify on the
instance,
provider.
Razorpay allow you to have, in the moment of payment, Razorpay allow you to display a QR code. So someone on his phone can just click and pay. But that depends on the payment provider itself, not Odoo at this stage.
Is it possible to pay old invoices via the POS?
To settle all this, so something that has been invoiced,
Right.
and you want to settle it. You can settle the orders, but the thing at the moment is not possible. Why? It's a technical limitation. When you invoice something in Odoo, POS consider it as paid. Maybe it's not the best approach, whatever, but the way POS has been built is to check out simple transaction. You come and you pay, and that's all. If you don't invoice your sales order, then you will be able to settle it from the POS. But if it has been invoiced, then it won't be available in POS.
Okay. So the next question is if the certified balance connector is ready.
Yes, we are not certified yet, but it's ongoing and very close to the end. We are currently working with the LNE, so Laboratoire National de Métrologie in France, and we send them every information they needed. We made the few development they asked for, and now it's under deep analysis. So I believe that by the end of October, we should be certified for the directly connected scales.
Okay, all right. That would be it. The time is up. Thank you.
If you have any more questions, do not hesitate to come at the POS stand. Thank you.